you
drugs,
go.
violence,
Yeah,
and sex.
that's the
You like
sneaky
movies
one.
like
The
that, so that'll be
12
next.
Angry Men. Yeah, that's the movie. I have. I probably could recite the whole dialogue to that movie. Because whenever I had the creeps, I mean, I watched that movie. I had it on tape. I just watched it because that movie was like watching the Flintstones. It was just so familiar to me. But yeah, that was a great movie. So that was just so easy to watch.
Yeah, agreed. And it was a lot better than the remake. And there's a Russian remake of 12 Angry Men. I haven't seen it yet, but I know that the American remake wasn't even
Oh yeah,
close
well
to as
Jack
good.
Lemmon just fucked all over it. I mean, I like Jack Lemmon, but he was a shitty actor.
What about Cool Hand Luke?
Well, it hasn't. Again, it's got great scenes in it. You know, the what's his face, the guy, the big guy. He was just brilliant. And you know, those little. It's got those classic little scenes in it. You know, what we have here is a failure to communicate. I mean, there's great scenes. You know, but I mean, there's a lot of dead shit in there for me too. You know, I mean, you're living in shit, and then you're having an egg eating contest. I mean, none of that shit made any sense to me.
Oh, I thought the scene where he's digging the dirt out of Boss's hole, and then the guard says, "What's Boss's dirt doing in the yard?" He puts it back in the hole, and he's told to dig it out again. I thought that was a perfect metaphor for corporate life. That's exactly what it's like to work in a major corporation.
Yeah, well, whatever. Like I said, there's a lot of the movie I thought was pretty dead. I mean, the scene with his mother was pretty good. You know, there's some good little drama bits in there, but a lot of it was just, it was kind of silly. The girl washing the car was pretty good.
Time Bandits was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Wuthering Heights wasn't bad, but that's a movie that kind of needed to. You needed a better. I don't know who played the woman in that, but she was a little too boring. In the original one or whatever, the '50s one. Jane Eyre is another great movie for me. I mean, that's one people would really hate, I think, but I really like that movie. It's very sympathetic. I mean, the girl starts off a little kind of orphan, and she's mistreated and treated like shit, and then she goes to the orphanage, and Elizabeth Taylor's there, and she's going to save her and be her friend, and then she dies.
You ever
you know,
you ever watch any
it's
movies
just.
just for fun, Gary? Everything you watch is like super fucking serious.
Well, I don't. I don't. I'm not a. I'm not a jokey kind of guy. I mean, Three Stooges is okay, I guess. You know, but yeah. I mean, what, a whole movie of just a bunch of assholes trying to be funny? No.
But
I mean,
like
I've done it,
horror
but
movies, horror
they're
movies are
not
funny.
memorable. Well, whatever. Yeah, I don't got too much use for horror movies. Too much torture in them. If they just killed people, it'd be okay. But
Yeah,
there's just too
that,
much torture in the new ones.
they just kill people.
Yeah, I could go for that. Like just like Blade Man, and he has like a 700-foot like blade. He just cuts people in half all day. Yeah, I could go for that. Yeah, but this torture shit, I don't like that.
There are some
Are you talking
thinking
about Hostel?
there's some thinking person's horror movies out there. I think Hellraiser 2 were pretty good. But yeah, I don't go for like the Freddy Krueger Halloween type stuff. I find that boring actually.
You know, Citizen Kane. That was a Pyro mentioned that one in there. That was in there. That was it. I mean, it's a classic, great movie and all that crap. I mean, it's really great in so many ways. Um, but yeah, it's not a real good action film or something. It just doesn't. It's missing something. I don't know what it is exactly that it misses, but it misses something. But it just has, the characters are so interesting. Well, at least a couple of them. A couple of really good actors in there. Yeah, well, the Shawshank Redemption, that could have been a great movie if they had a better actor in it. Because that guy, whatever his name is, I never liked that guy. So, yeah, he just ruined it for me.
I think it's. Are you talking about
Uh,
Tim Robbins?
yeah, yeah, I don't like him. He just, I don't know what it is. Something about him I just don't like. But that reminds me with Shawshank, but the Shawshank prison comes up in Dolores Claiborne. I mean, that's a surprise movie all over the place. I mean, what's his face wrote it? That guy who does all the spooky horror type movies. What's his name? Come on, somebody's got to know his name. Come on, famous writer guy. Come on.
Stephen King.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah. Whoops, probably is on my top 10 list. Yeah, it's a really good movie. Dolores Claiborne. You never think it would be a great movie if it's a great movie.
Yeah, I've seen Primer Pyro, and I got a little lower standard than Gary. I thought it was good. Gary probably wouldn't think so. And I mean, it was a real low budget movie, and I thought they did a good job with the resources that they had. It was all conceptual.
Hey, there you go, old hacks. See, yeah, I like the Mad, 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 Mad World, and that was a funny movie. That was really well made, though. Yeah, the way they kept everything moving there, that was a good movie. Yeah, Herbie. I don't know, Herbie. What, the love bug? It was good when I was 6, but yeah, it really sucked later. Man, I saw it later. I was like, when I was 20 something, I was like, holy fucking shit, this movie's stupid. When I was a kid, it was pretty good. I saw that in Canada. I was in Canada when I saw that in a theater. I didn't see too many movies in a theater, but I saw that one in a theater. Yeah, the $10 million duck. Boy, that was so bad. Oh, you're just like, oh man, I watched it, man. I got all the way through it. Phew, that was tough. Yeah, that was definitely when you don't go back for more.
Donnie Darko was awesome, but trust me, you got to watch the director's cut. It's a lot better than the original. A lot better.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that yet. I have to wait for somebody to send it to me, I guess. Yeah, Blazing Saddles was, well, it had some great scenes in it. But yeah, it's like I appreciated different parts of it when I saw it the first time and then when I saw it later. But yeah, you mentioned always might as well mention Young Frankenstein. I mean, damn, that's like the greatest Gene Wilder movie ever.
Was that a thumbs up for Young Frankenstein, Gary?
Oh yeah, I said it, didn't I? Yeah, that's just a great movie. Yeah, that one's. You really can't do much to improve that one. I tell you, it's a well-made, stupid movie.
So so far we've got like two movies that everybody agrees upon: Ben Hur and Young Frankenstein. Or haven't seen anybody diss Young Frankenstein yet. Did anybody diss Ben Hur? Didn't see that.
Oh, the hacks. Yeah, I didn't like A Streetcar Named Desire. Good Brando film though. Really, it's another one of these surprise ones. It's called The Young Lions. It's a war movie, and he plays a Nazi actually, but it's a really sympathetic role he plays in it, and really good story in that movie. And this little French girl, and it's really, that one stuck with me. I mean, I saw it and I had to see it again and again. So the only bad part is Dean Martin's in it. But, yeah, this is funny. I mean, he really wasn't bad. Um, but yeah, he kills Brando in the end, which is really lame. But anyway, it was really a great movie.
I know we already did westerns, but just to double back briefly, did you ever see Tombstone? What'd you think of that movie? With
The Kurt Russell one.
yeah, Kurt Russell.
Um, well, yeah, I mean, it was good. Uh, I guess that's you can only do so much with this stupid Wyatt Earp story. I guess I didn't like the chick either. She was like a little too way out of context. You're like, oh yeah, sure, like there was sluts in the old west. She was just way too modern. She was like a 1960 chick in 1880 or whatever. So that didn't make there was those if you take away the continuity problems for me, yeah, it's a good movie. But there was too many the references, the dialogue. It was almost like it was just two 70s or two 80s or whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? It was like they weren't very authentic, and so that's what ruined it for me because it was really too much. It was just not realistic. I mean, there's no way I got to feel like, oh yeah, this is the old west. I was definitely thinking this is a bunch of actors, you know. But yeah, what's his face playing Doc Holliday was just brilliant. I mean, he was outrageously brilliant. What's that guy's name? Doc Holliday. Come on.
Oh,
Some,
dang it! I had it on the. Oh, Val Kilmer.
yeah, he was just, you know, nobody could do a better job of that. That was just really brilliant.
Well, uh, there's a movie that was made about a Sam Shepard play that played at the Magic Theater in San Francisco for a number of years, called True West, and it starred Gary Sinise and John Malkovich. And I'm going to go out on a limb, Gary, and say you'd probably even like that one. It's really intense. It's just like 2 hours of two brothers just going at one another. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is another really good movie. It's hard to watch now for me. I don't know why, but I guess it's too tragic or sad or something like that. I don't know what it is. But I mean, yeah, the first time I saw it, I was just like, oh, this movie's amazing. And, the next dozen or two times I saw it, it was also pretty damn good. But yeah, you can't beat the ending.
Yeah, I had the same reaction. That Cuckoos was so painful because it was so real and true to life. It was almost hard to watch. Uh, you, you probably know it's written by Ken Kesey, one of the Merry Pranksters. Um, if you like that, you may have already read it,
Hey, I
but
met him
read
on uh, what was it, St. Stupid's Day.
yeah. Anyway,